Hey guys, yesterday I started a third trimester, which means it's time to now update you guys, give you guys a little recap on what happened during the second trimester, and there definitely was a lot that happened.
There was.
So if you went ahead and watched our first trimester recap, then you already know that first trimester actually did not gain any weight whatsoever. I was fluctuating between 120 and 125, but for the second trimester, different story. I started at the 125 and then I ended at 145. So it's been quite a change. I gained a total of 20 pounds and it's definitely taking some adjusting just because I've never gone through such a drastic weight gain. Oops. So I'd like to think that a lot of the weight gain has been due to the baby growing, obviously, and because of it I've gotten a lot of back pain recently, these past few weeks. Just any walking that I do, I immediately start feeling back pain, and then with that too I have gotten a few stretch marks. Nothing too drastic, but I have gotten stretch marks.
And the leg cramps as well when we are walking. I don't know if that's due because of that, but it has been happening.
Another thing is, if you have been keeping up with our journey, then you already know this, but we actually were told that I'm considered a high risk pregnancy. I was 17 weeks pregnant when I found out. I do have hypertension. So because of that, I got prescribed some medication, which I've been taking for about a little over 2 months now. I've also been having to monitor my blood pressure.
But with the hypertension, we've been going to the doctor's office more frequently because they need to monitor her in the pregnancy.
And by we, he means he stays in the car in the parking lot while I go into the building by myself because of COVID. That's been another change too.
Before I was able to be in the room, and yeah, obviously. Before I was able to be in the room and be a part of every appointment, but because of COVID, they don't even let me in the building.
Do you want to talk about the next one?
No, negative.
This is TMI, but I've been a little extra gassy lately, and yeah, I'll just leave it at that. So with baby growing a lot during second trimester, obviously my belly is more prominent now. It's there.
Yeah, and you can, we can feel the kicks more frequently and more. They're a lot stronger now as well. When you put your hand on her stomach and it just like feels like someone hit a drum from the inside of her. It's crazy.
And with that too, getting out of bed has been a little more difficult. I can't just get up. I don't know. Do I roll?
She rolls.
Yeah, I guess I roll now. Oh yeah, Aaron has been having, yeah. Yeah, okay. He has been having to help me occasionally to put on my shoes, just because the belly gets in the way when I bend over. And okay, so first trimester I didn't really have much energy. I felt drained throughout the entire day. By like 7 p.m. I was already like done. Well, even before then, probably like 6 p.m.
Yeah.
But now, with second trimester, I got all that energy back and I felt more like myself. Yeah, just more energetic.
Yeah. And waking up like 1,000 times in the middle of the night.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go to the restroom more frequently in the middle of the night. She also stays awake for a while just because it's hard for her to get back to sleep.
Yeah, at the beginning of this, like the first half, maybe the second trimester, I was getting up like once, and then I was hungry, so I would have a snack, and then I would fall back asleep. But the second half of the second trimester, I did notice I would wake up more than once. It would either be 2 or 3 times even. And then there was, I remember this like 2 or 1 week period where I was so hungry I would wake up in the middle of the night, like, it was worse. I know I said for the first trimester recap how I would be so hungry, but it was nothing in comparison to what I felt during second trimester. Those 3 nights where I would wake up, it was just like terrible hunger, and literally nothing that I would eat would stop that hunger. I looked it up to see if it was normal, and it said that the baby was probably going through like a growth spurt, and that's the reason why I was so hungry. But yeah, I've definitely been waking up a lot more and not getting as much sleep. These past few nights, actually, I've been sleeping maybe like 3-4 hours and then waking up and staying up for about 2-ish hours, falling back asleep, and then only being asleep for maybe 2 hours if I'm lucky. So, yeah.
So during the first trimester, she threw up, I think we said it was like, what, like 5 times? A little bit of nausea. Well, nausea pretty much every day, but the vomiting was very minimal. And then through the second trimester, she threw up 1 time, and she had like 2 days maybe worth of nausea, and that was just due to the hypertension medication, because it's, you know, thinning out the blood to help bring the blood pressure down. So it does make her a little, well, it used to make her a little bit drowsy and nauseated, and she did throw up because of it 1 time.
Yeah, so that wasn't really because of
the pregnancy.
The pregnancy was
from
just the medication that I was prescribed. And the very last change that we did notice was at the beginning of the second trimester, maybe like the first 3-4 weeks. I was extremely itchy on my arms and on my legs, and I would notice it more, I think it was at night and then sometimes in the morning.
Yeah.
Just because it's due to the hormones is what I read and was told as well from my midwife. And it also happened towards the end of the second trimester.
Alright guys, so that pretty much concludes the video. That was the second trimester recap. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way through. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button down below. Leave a thumbs up on this video if you liked it. And remember to leave a comment of what you guys want to see later on in the future. That's the belly. That's where we are. End of trimester 2.
Do you come here often?